Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. I'm your host, Andrea Huck. Hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday. I'm so happy to see you all back in the chat. We've got Jack again. There's not enough chat about puppies. We're gonna get into that in just a sec, don't you worry. We've got Rasim, Jan, Tim. Hello, everyone. Let me know where you're from today. And if you have any questions, I will be checking the chat throughout the stream. So feel free to chat away and I'll be checking. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hop on over into behance.net/challenge/xd. And if you're new here, this is where you can find everything about the challenge. So it started yesterday, November 11th, and we're going through November 22nd, so it's a 2-week challenge. And this time we're focusing on all of the brand new XD features. So it's a very exciting 2 weeks. And if you're not already registered, go ahead and click that big blue button, and that will give you the notifications up here in your Creative Cloud app every day at 8 a.m. Oh, seeing some more of you guys popping in. We've got Anissa, Beck, Abdul, Justin, Richard, some familiar faces from LA. Awesome. Glad to see you all. So back on the website. So each day you'll receive a challenge, and be sure to join our community chat and Discord. We've got about 26,000 of you guys now. That's amazing. Lots of awesome stuff going on in there. And of course, be sure to watch our daily live show every day right here at 11:30 Pacific time. And we take the weekends off, so not working too hard. And lastly, be sure to share your work both on Behance and on Discord to get feedback from all of you guys and the mentors. So the first challenge of the week. Yesterday was kind of just a welcome day, dipping our feet in. But today we're going to focus on multiple interactions. So I want you guys to design the browse experience for a pet adoption app, and as users browse, allow them to either tap for more info or swipe to favorite. So multiple interactions, if you want to do those too, you can, or feel free to do something else. You can do, a voice trigger with a tap or a drag with, something else. So feel free to really explore how the multiple interactions feature works. And of course, if you want to get the little freebie starter kit that I provided you guys with, just hit that Get Started button. That will take you to the Dropbox page. And then of course, if you want to rewatch any of these videos, just press that blue button. And then all of the rest of these will be filled in when we get to those days. So at the bottom here, we've got links to Discord over here. Be sure to join us there. And XD, of course, if you don't already have it, it is free to download, so you can get it right there. And down here, we've got all of our past challenges. So if you're still working on any of those, that's totally fine. You can look there. So let's go ahead and really quick, just jump into Discord and we'll see what's going on over here. Just to highlight a few of the important channels over here. We've got 3 announcements channels here, just letting you know about what each of the new challenges are, when we're going live, the schedule for all of that, and the new in XD channel. So we just released a bunch of new updates last week, so you can see everything that's going on there. And then the feedback channels right here. So just be sure if you're posting any of your work, be sure to put it in the right channel in these. So we've got current challenge, that's for anything that's happening right now during this 2-week challenge, and past challenge, this is any of the previous challenges. And then design other is for anything else that you're working on in your portfolio. And of course, you can ask a question under the advice channel. So that's a bit about Discord. We'll be checking that throughout these 2 weeks. We've got a bunch of mentors over there. So feel free to post links to your work or just screenshots if it's a work in progress, or clickable prototypes. So this is the starter file. I'll go ahead and just dive right in here. Today, like I mentioned, we're going to be working on a pet adoption app. So some of you guys may know that I have my own pet, Sprinkles, and I found her on a pet adoption app. It was one of those like swipe left and right, kind of like Tinder style with the cards, but for animals. So you can like save one or share it with someone else, or just swipe left. So that's actually how I found her. So I thought I'd recreate that kind of style because it was just a really fun experience. So let me know if you guys in the chat have any animals, what you have, and what their names are, because I love hearing your animals' names. So about the challenge, we want you to focus on multiple interactions. So for instance, I am going to be working on a swipe and a tap. So tapping to expand our card view. And then just some inspiration below that if you want to use this to just kind of get started. And we've got Pet Finder. I think that was the app that I actually used to find my cat. So Pet Finder, we've got, you know, swipe right, you can save it, or if you don't want to save it, some details below. We've got Adobe Pets. Doesn't roll off the tongue very nicely, but you know, they've got the card style. You can just swipe through up and down. Furry Friend Finder. This is an interesting logo. A scared cat. Love that. And again, this kind of swiping left and right for the card style. And I just love the aesthetic on this one, kind of like the pastel-y colors, very aesthetically pleasing. Maybe not as intuitive as the swipe left and right, but still love all of those. So let's see what you guys are saying. Jack has 2 doggos named Sagan and Sam. Very cute. Stone says, Cozy Monster, Creature Something, my cat. Ziggy, that's a cute name. Is that a cat or a dog? From Samuel. Awesome. I just graduated, said Marissa, and I'm so looking forward to getting a dog. Definitely should. That was one of the best decisions I made after I graduated. Mina has a cat. Her name is Ponyo. Beck has a cat named Missy. So cute. Thanks for sharing those, guys. And then below that, we've got all of the resources, just some things that I find helpful. Some of my icons, what either they're paid or free, you can browse those. And we've got what's new in XD. You can browse some tutorials. Of course, check out letsxd.com. That's Howard's site where he updates and provides a bunch of really awesome downloadable features as well as videos. So I think I have it open. He created this UI kit, so you can check out all of the new hover states in like Material and iOS. So definitely be sure to check that out as well. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I have 3 artboards today, but what I want to focus it on is this middle artboard. And on this one, you're gonna see we're gonna have 2 different triggers coming out of one object on this one. So this will be fun. I've already got some components down here, just kind of for the sake of time. So I'm gonna add the background here on this first one. I'm going for kind of like cutesy pastel-y colors. And on the the artboard all the way to the right, I'm gonna add this green all the way down because I'm gonna have the expanded card on that page. So let's copy this. And these 2 will be, we're swiping left and right through all of those, all of the cards. So we've got our little home icon, and if you didn't notice, a little cute heart. Very adorable, keeping things cute and fluffy. Oh, someone said they don't like pets. Who was this? That's crazy. Oh, Eric. Oh my gosh. I don't want any animals. I got kids. That makes sense, I guess, still. Okay. Let's add just like a search with a little icon. We'll put this up in the top right and copy this to paste it in the same place. And then let's say like that could expand once we click on it. Below that we'll have, let's see, a filter, just so we can filter through what type of animal that we're searching through. So maybe it's all, maybe dogs, cats, and you know, birds. We could flip through horizontally through those. Copy that, paste it there. I'm not gonna paste it on my card detail view since I want that to take up like most of the screen. And Tim said, I don't have a pet right now. I had a cat for 18 years though. Wow, 18 years? Is that how long animals or cats stay alive? I thought it was like 15 years. Maybe I'm thinking of dogs though, I'm not sure. Okay. So I've already got this card with the cat. So this is just, I got a drop shadow behind it. We've got some icons, the close or like save to your folders, or the like animation. And I've got my pet. And I, of course, just got all of these images just from Adobe stock. I just searched like pastel background color animals to kind of get just the same color scheme going on there. And then to be able to flip through all of these, I'm just gonna put a few horizontally, and I want to have a navigation at the bottom. And the idea here is, so we've got our notifications, some alert about, hey, you're the foster owner that you reached out to. Maybe they, accepted your application or something. Browsing by location, seeing your likes, and just we're on the Explore page. So let's see what else. I think we used up all of those. All right, so we can copy that little bit, paste it right here. And what I want to do between these two artboards, one thing I want to mention is before I start for these XD daily challenges, it usually helps me to name my artboards before I start, adding all of my elements, just so I don't really, have time to make wireframes and everything, but it helps just to get my ideas down really quick. So I have swipe 1, that's what this artboard's called, and then swipe 2, so that's the second part of the swiping, and then tap card detail view. So you can just write what kind of trigger you're going to use, and that might help you stay organized. So I'm going to copy these two elements, those two cards, and then I'll paste them right here. And all I'm going to do is move this over to the left. And you'll notice I still see the cat card a little bit. All we have to do is just make it transparent, totally transparent. And I'm going to add a little bunny image. Place it right next to the dog in place of where that one was. Jan said, my dog lived 14 years, normal for that type of breed. Wow, okay. 15 to 20 years can be normal. I didn't know that. I thought it was a little shorter. Well, that's good. I'll get a long life out of my cat Sprinkles. Okay, so on this one, I want the rest of the cards that are not actually like selected. Like this one will always be the top one, like in the level of hierarchy, I want people to look at this first, and then all of the other ones to the left and right second. So what I want to do is keep the image itself visible, but the rest of the elements transparent. So I'm going to select the rest of these items and just make them transparent. So same with the bunny, that one's already fine. And I'm just going to paste this on the next artboard. And I want this to be just hidden, so I'll just drag it off the screen. Oh wait. Copy that, paste. Oh, I think I need to start prototyping it first. Okay, so let's go into the prototype tab. All we need to do the swiping, select that card, and then we'll drag this over, that blue indicator, and the trigger will be drag. So just hit drag down there. The action will be auto animate, and of course we already selected our destination. So let's go ahead and preview this. All right, looks great, pretty simple. All right, now let's say we want to be able to drag backwards too. So we can select this card, go back, and the trigger will be drag again. It already selected the same thing. Action, same thing, auto animate, and the destination is already chosen. So let's preview that and make sure that works. Drag that way and drag back. Okay, now I think we can add the bunny. Okay, perfect. So now the bunny should look a little bit, that's perfect. Because before you might have noticed that it wasn't appearing correctly, so. I'm just gonna add like 3. I think that's fine, but feel free if you want to swipe through like 20 or something, you could do that as well. So on the next page, I'm gonna add the card view, the large detail view. So now you'll notice when you select this card, this is new, this is one of the new features, this little plus icon was not there before. So now we can add multiple interactions. So we've already got the drag over here, but now I also want to be able to tap another interaction and come to the card view. So let's go back into the design tab. I'll select that card, paste it over here, and this is too small, so I'm just gonna kind of resize everything. And luckily this is already, all of the layers are already named properly, so that, and actually I'm gonna keep the heart here, but I'm gonna just make it all the way transparent so that when it auto animates it'll show up properly. And then when I drag this, you'll see I've got responsive resize on, so that's dragging appropriately. And then I just have a few little components over here that I will add. So we've got like if we've hearted it or not, and a back arrow, of course we need that. And oh, I need to put this within this layer. So make sure everything's still in the right layer, because when we do auto animate, otherwise it will not know how to auto animate properly. So just adjusting those rounded corners a bit, making sure everything's matching up. And then we can add, my name is Marshmallow. I just thought this looked like a marshmallow, this guy. I don't remember what these dogs are called. If anybody remembers, let me know. I think it starts with an S. But if I ever got a dog, this would be the kind that I would get. It's not a husky. I can't remember though. So cute. I'm partial to very like fluffy animals. So here I'm just double clicking. You might not be able to tell, but I'm double clicking within this group. This needs to be in the group as well. Oh, and the way I made this little guy is just copied and pasted another image, and then it's a blur. So let me click in there. So this is 2 layers. So I've got a gradient fill and I've got a mask, and just did an object blur. So then if you want to swipe through some of the other pictures, like a profile, you can do that. And we've got just some more detailed information below. So we can add this as well. This needs to be a little bit bigger. Move this over a bit. Okay. Oh, Samoyed. Okay, I guess I already knew that and I forgot. Samoyed, I love those. Double click in, let's paste all of these elements down here. And we're almost done, and then we can see how it looks. Just want to make sure everything has enough padding. Oops. Okay, so that's one thing I need to change. I usually check afterwards and just move the whole object to make sure everything's grouped. Move this down a bit, and this as well. Okay, so that looks pretty good. All right, so now let's move it. Okay, the whole thing is grouped. Now let's go over into our prototype tab. Again, when we click on this, we've still got the drag feature going all the way back to the first artboard. And now we have the plus icon, so let's drag this over. And you'll see we've got our trigger, another trigger. So we don't want keys and gamepad, we want a tap. So tapping into the detail view, we'll auto animate it, of course, because we want all of these items to animate to look like they're becoming bigger. So we'll do auto animate. The easing, I'm just gonna leave it at none, and the duration for 0.3 seconds. So let's go ahead and preview this. So we've got our swipey, very adorable, and then we wanna click on the dog. Okay, there's a few things in there that I might wanna change, but you can see that when I click on this, we've got two interactions. So that is one of the brand new features that I wanted to go over with you guys today that we announced last week at Max. Little tongue twister there. And you'll see, even though I already added another one, you can still keep continuing to add more. So if you wanted to add this to another artboard, you can just click and drag, add something else. I think that looks good. I might just change a little thing in here. I'll go back to the design tab. The only thing is the mask isn't really lining up properly here, so I'm going to adjust that. Just want to move the fill over a bit, and then sometimes when you do responsive resize, all of the layers might not align properly, so just need to make this a little bit smaller so everything lines up. Okay, and that's the blur. That looks good. And we can, a lot of double clicking in here. Move that over a bit. Okay. Hi, my name is Marshmallow. All right, let's go ahead and preview this again, just see what we created. Swipe over to the right and we click in, and then everything rises up. The only thing I want to change is add just a back arrow. Double click in there, and let's go over into prototype mode. Just drag it back to the previous artboard, and this is just a tap, and we don't really need it to auto animate. We could just do normal transition. I want to see what it looks like though with auto animate. So back. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. I'll keep it that way. All right, so if you wanted to, after that, you could record this and upload it to your Behance project. So all you have to do there is just click the record preview, and then it will, oh, God, deny, okay. Oh, that's why I needed that. Okay, something in my system preferences that I need to change before recording, but that's how you would do that, and then you'd create just a movie file, and Behance allows those movie files, so you can add that. And of course, I forgot to save, so let's Command S to save. I always leave that till the very end. And now I want to go ahead over to Behance, and nobody's really uploaded anything, I'm sure, you guys, unless you're very fast designers. But tomorrow what I'm going to be doing after I finish my design, we're going to search XD Daily Challenge. So make sure when you upload to Behance, you add that keyword. Otherwise, I won't be able to find it and possibly review your work. So the way you would do that, I have not already started a new project, but I'll just go into one of my previous daily challenges so you can see. So when you click into edit, you've got content, cover, and settings. So just make sure you go over into settings, and then we've got a few tabs over here. You can add some creative fields. We've got display on Behance, and then into the discoverability tab, make sure you add a little project description and then some keywords. And this is where you put that keyword XD Daily Challenge. So make sure you add that. Let's go ahead and save. And yeah, we want to leave this. All right, so I'll add a new project later. And if you don't already know, oh, this is Howard's. I need to go back to my other project. Did I close out of it? Okay. And the way that you would export these, if you want to select a few of your artboards to export them, you just go up to File, Export, Selected. And then I'll go ahead and create a new folder, Day 1 Designs, Create. And the format, I'll just say PNG, export for design, that's fine. Okay. And then we've got all of our assets right here. And then feel free to make, if you want to, a little case study for Behance. I always love when you guys go the extra mile and do that. All right. And really quickly, I want you guys to go ahead and look at all of the new features. So you can kind of get a preview of what we're going to be working on the next 2 weeks throughout these challenges. So if you want to review all of these, kind of get your feet wet before we get to each daily prompt, you can go to this site, helpx.adobe.com/xd/help/what's new. And this is where they kind of really dive into all of the new features. So real-time collaboration with co-editing, interactive elements. Feel free to browse around in there. All right, guys, that is about all the time that we have left for today. Be sure to stay tuned for our 2-hour live stream in about 5 minutes, and that's with me and Howard. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow again at 11:30. Bye, guys.